Hey folks, welcome back. Another hot day. The humidity was only like 30 some odd percent, but it was just gross. So took it a little bit slower today. Yesterday was rather difficult. But what I've got with me is this year's Muscovy duck. I don't know if I can raise you down. This is a Muscovy male that was hatched the first litter, the first hatching of this year, of this season, and he hasn't gotten his wing feathers in. They're coming. They're coming. He's got some of his adult feathers, but he's been hurt. You can see right there on the head, and over here something grabbed onto his head, and he's not acting quite right. So he's got a leg that's bummed. It's not broken. It's not out of place, and it seems to be better when I massage it and move it around. But his wings are really cute. They're just starting to do something. Where are they? Right there. Just starting to do something. But he's been hurt, and I've been babying him for the last 2 days. So that's what happens when you have animals. They get hurt. You try to save them. The success rate isn't very good, and I don't think this one is doing very good either. I think he's got a little something going on with his brain. So he wasn't eating yesterday, and he would only drink just a little bit when I put his beak in the water. Today he's doing better with liquid, not so much the food. So it's pretty hot, so I've had him in the shade. I had a big container of water that's like this high, and I've seen him several times dip his head in and drink. And the water has been right there. The food has been right there, and he's been about as cool as he can be in this heat. So I have taken him and put him in water and allowed him to float while I massaged his legs, or his leg, and he seems to like that. He also seems to like me holding him, right? So I am wearing a green shirt today because this is another reason why I go through so many orange shirts is if I have a hurt duck or a bird and they need some extra attention and some loving, then I just grab a dirty orange shirt and put it over my shoulder because they do poop, right? They do poop. Now he is a little wet still, so that's also keeping my green shirt a little bit dry. Can you see that on his head? There's that side, and then that side. Something got a hold of him pretty good. And handsome bugger. But he does like to be held. He does. So, if he doesn't show any improvement, then I'm going to give it a few days. And if there's no more improvement, then we do what we have to do, because he can't move around. He can't defend himself the way he is now. And if it's an injury inside, which I think it is, then he won't make it very long anyway. So but we do our best. We do everything that we can and hope for the best, expect the worst, and then go from there. That's another hard part of owning animals, having a homestead with animals. That's not a very pleasant task. This isn't very pleasant to see a young duck hurt, and his beak isn't quite the right color either. It's not. So we're gonna do the best we can and go from there. He keeps slouching down. Come on, baby. And a lot of people see, here's his other wing. See, he's a young male. So a lot of people think if you raise ducks, geese, chickens, guinea fowl, any animal, and you raise them for either breeding and or meat, or breed for meat, that you don't care. And that is, although that might be true for some, I've always loved my animals. I have. And when it comes time for their day, then their day is that's just the way it is. So we're not cruel. We're not cruel, folks. We're not cruel. A lot of us aren't cruel. But this is one of the hard parts of homesteading. It is. It's not pleasant at all. So we let them know that they're loved, and hopefully they go peacefully, right?